I'm Jay.
I'm M.
And we are Jay with a Vlogs.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hello everyone. So today we're going to be doing a park review. I know this is something different lately because I have absolutely no other ideas on what to make for any videos. So I'm just gonna...
And yeah, in case you're wondering why it's all foggy, it's very, very smoky here today.
Yeah. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing a park review, and it's at this one park called the Davison Park. So let's get into our little introduction, and here we go. Alright guys, so first we got the tornado! Come on Em, try it out. Let's show you guys what the tornado is.
One, you can do it outside.
And inside. And it's really popular here for the tornado because you get to spin around. You get to fly like Superman, just like he did. Yeah.
Babies go on the butt.
Yep. Spin around like woo. Come on, spin me more woo.
And that's pretty much the whole tornado.
Yeah. Now we're gonna rate it. So, what do you think of this?
It's pretty fun, but after a while, it could get pretty boring. So I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gotta say it's like actually more like a 7.5 because I actually enjoy this. It's a very much of a childhood thing of mine because I've been here for like very long. And yeah, and that's really it. So here we go. Okay, now we're on to the next. It's called the zip line. And as you can see, it's pretty short because it's meant for the smaller kids.
Even M is too big for this.
Yeah. So M's gonna try it out. You know, it's just good old zip line. Slowly to the end. Now let me try it. So here we
oh no, pause. And he's really tall.
It's kind of slow now that I think about it. So.
And yeah.
Ooh.
You almost, hey, you can't hit YouTube.
Alright, let's rate it.
Okay.
So, I think I'm gonna have to rate it like a 6 now because it's actually slower than way before because, you know, it's getting a little old.
I gotta agree, but I gotta give it a 5.8. It is pretty fun, but after a while, it just get too tall, and your feet just get destroyed.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all right because now I can like grab onto it because it's actually really short. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Here we go, y'all. All right, guys. So next up on this list is the construction center, or just play structure in general. So let's try this out. You go first.
There's one thing to do. You can climb up.
Yeah, you can climb up here.
And then you get to,
There's also a rock climb over there.
and then you get to top.
Oh yeah, you got some wheels, classic wheels for pretending to drive. Car crash.
Down there is where you can play some cool satisfying.
Yeah, this is like an escape area.
And down here, this is like one of the most fun things ever.
Oh yeah, and you also have to use your hands for this and your legs.
And
So you're gonna have to go,
and hope you don't just be stuck playing Fortnite.
or just fall in general. So yeah, it's kind of hard to, you know, get down. But who knows? It's probably for someone who's younger. Anyways, we got some little slides over here. Little exit, stairs. Another car wheel, a real one. A little rock climb over there, and stairs. And you got the big slide over there too.
Yeah, which is, and these slides have little like bumps.
Whoa! Oh goodness, that was scary.
That kind of hurt.
Next up, we got these little spinner thingy-majigs. It's kind of rusty.
This one tastes good.
But yeah, that's a little satisfying. And then you got the fortune teller one, which you cannot see because it's kind of blurry. But it'll tell you kind of something like a magic 8-ball would. So Am I the prettiest of them all? Let's see. What does that say?
It says no.
Oh, it says no way? Come on! That thing is rigged.
It says, I need to spin it again. It didn't go on one.
Aw.
Oh, we're sure.
Yeah. So yeah, in total for the OG play structure, it's gotta be like an 8 because it's OG.
I gotta give it an 8.4. It's just so too OG to give it anything higher or lower.
I know, it's like really awesome. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the other side and make sure we get something better. Huh, you really thought I was gonna transition? Yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. Huh, got you again. Haha, that's not gonna work. Alright guys, so we transitioned to the next play structure, and then it's the newer one. So this one is way cooler because it's a lot bigger. So please go M. And we're gonna see this out. So we got some modern stairs.
There's
Big slide, tube. Whoa! Let's actually climb up this slide. So yeah, I'm gonna. It's kind of hard to climb up this because there's like lots of bumps and holes. But besides that, that's pretty cool. I call it the pickle slide because it's kind of like a pickle, you know. Got the bigger slides.
Which is
Skip noise.
there's some monkey bars down us, smaller ones.
Yep,
for the little kids.
smaller ones for little kids.
There's some big ones that already mentioned.
Yep, got the big slide.
The ladder that I climbed
And then the
up.
little ladder thing with the foot.
This one down there.
Got more monkey bars over there.
There's like a little like off course, like ninja course. Thing.
Yeah, you get to slide down. It's kind of like a, you know,
Like a little roller coaster.
little feet excavator that I call it.
Well, some
Because you could slide down.
people love these trips, but that thing would like something awesome.
Yeah, and then got some other stuff there. And in total for this, I gotta say this is pretty cool. So there he goes. So I gotta rate this a 9 out of 10 because even though it's a little rusty and stuff, it's still awesome. I actually like this a lot, especially with the little monkey bars on the bottom here.
Pretty cute. I gotta get this at 9.1. It's pretty cool. But again, what Jay said, pretty rusty and pretty beat up for how new it is.
Yeah.
This came in 2016, I think I remember.
Yeah. Anyways, now we're gonna go on to the next one. So here we go. Alright guys, so now we're on to the new recent structure made. It's actually very yellow and greenish. You got all of these different languages around the world, like hello. You got ni hao,
Ni hao, got
Guten-
guten, bonjour, hola,
guten
and
tag,
konnichiwa, and
guten
hello.
tag, hola, konnichiwa. Sorry, I just pronounced that very wrong.
Konnichiwa.
So then we got some hand signs for the alphabet, because you know, why not?
There's some sign language people.
See if I could do some sign language real quick. So pay attention to this, probably take a photo, and here we go. And that's it. And if you did not know what I spelled out, example, I spelled out subscribe, which is something that you should do actually, because
actually, half the viewers who are watching the video are not even subscribed.
I know it's crazy to think that. Now let's go into the next part. So we got, you know, some animals that you can shape out.
Wait,
You got a cow, a zebra.
And you have the lizard and the dog and the pig and the fish.
Yeah. So that's all right.
And there's this
Got the little moving thingy. I don't know how to call this thing, but you can move it around while having people sitting down. And this thing is actually probably the best thing about this. It's a little slow, but it still works. This thing is pretty cool.
And there's one last thing yet.
And then we got one last thing. Definitely not the ground. I mean, it does look cool and stuff. But the last thing is the spinning chair, which you could spin your friends to death. There you go.
Yeah, but some people can go too fast and they might go die and dead of dizziness.
All right. So, what's our rating, Em?
I get this structure as a 9 out of 10. It's really fun with that boat and the spinny chair.
In my honest opinion, I gotta say it's like a 6.9. Not to be mean or anything, but this is more for like the smaller children. But besides of it being more modern and stuff, like 2020 modern, I think this is pretty good and educational. So yeah. So we're gonna go on to the last one because got some sports and stuff around. We don't really need to show it.
Wait a minute. There's still 4 more things that we haven't reviewed.
Oh yeah, I forgot 4 more things. So let's go into it. All right. So just traveled to the thing, and it's your classic tire swing.
Every kid had these in the backyard at one point.
Yeah, still here as a relic.
This thing has broke many times.
Yes, and it's still living till this day for like at least over 10 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could at least have like at least 2 or 3 people on here. That's pretty cool.
Depending on how big they are.
Yeah, and then you get to push your friends around and around.
Or you go, we're going to be meat and go spinning.
Yeah. So in my honest opinion, it's very childhood, you know, like nostalgic. But the thing is, it does kind of break a little easy. So I'm gonna say it's like a 10. I gotta be with the childhood stuff, you know.
Yeah. Same. I also gotta give it 10. It's just too iconic to not give anything.
Yeah, I know. Now let's travel through the hole. All right. So we traveled right over here through the little multiple climb thingy.
We're at a jungle gym.
Yeah, the little jungle gym that has been here for a long time, a very long time. So first, we got this little climbing thing here, the first most centers thing here, because it always goes up to the very top here, with all the 4 other monkey bars, or the little ladders that you could call it. It's pretty cool. I mean, this thing is still up till this day, and
it's still holds weight pretty good.
Yeah, just get to climb up, and then you get to make it to the very end. And yeah. Okay, guys, here's the review. So, let's see your rating.
I gotta give it like a 6.1. It is fun, but after a while, it does get a little bit more like boring and like ironic to the playground.
Yeah, I gotta kind of go with his idea, but accept a little lower, like a 5.9, because as what he said, it's also old and it gets easy to get bored at. But at the end of the day, it's all right. I mean, this was probably like the dream for the people in like the early 2000s who played on this little play structure here.
Okay,
And here we go.
2 more items.
All right, guys. So we're to our merry-go-round. So you see, there used to have been an older one here. It was metal and stuff, and it was actually a lot faster than this one. So let me show you what this new merry-go-round is. It looks pretty cool because it has 4 seats, and it's just so modern looking. It's smooth, and you get to twist this circle here to make it go by yourself. Because if you don't have anyone here, like if you're by yourself or something, or if you want to go fast without, you know, doing all that work with pushing, you could just use this little yellow circle and just turn it around. So let me hop in with my good old boy M, and we're gonna spin this thing around. Here we go. It's a little hard to do. It's a bit of an arm workout. So that's the problem. You need to have big muscles just to, you know, turn this thing around. And as you can see, I'm moving.
It's going very slow.
Very.
It's going, but it's going.
That's the problem.
So there's the rating. I gotta give it like a 3. It just, with a friend, I'll probably rate it higher. But since we both had to push it, it's just too slow to make it even fun. So that's why I gotta give it a 3.
Yeah. For me, it's like a 4.6 because it is pretty slow, and the yellow thing is pretty hard to move if you're by yourself. And also, this thing probably doesn't even go that fast, so that's it. But besides that, it's still pretty cool. But yeah, now we're gonna go on to our last one, and I'll see you guys at the last one. Alright guys, so here we go.
Most iconic item at a playground are swings.
Yes, the most common one here, we got our swings. Look at how cool this looks. See, they chose to get with, you know, the green and yellow for most of their thing because that's what they represent as their school. And besides that, I think this is pretty cool. Get to swing on these cool swings. There's a little bit of a problem with these because the first things first is that some of these swings feel like they're about to break because of how rusty these chains are, as you can see. And the second thing is they're kind of low on your legs, especially for people who are tall. And but you know, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty cool. And then they have one kid's swing here, which is meant for, you know, the underage, the young, the youthful. This is supposed to be like a little secure thing. And this is supposed to, you know, be for ages 5 and 12. Because if there's someone who doesn't have any swing experience or is very young, then their mothers or their fathers will put them in here and then secure them so then they don't fall out or, you know, do anything. But yeah.
Like and subscribe if you actually knew this was from a roller coaster.
Yeah. Now let's give ourselves the rating of a lifetime.
I gotta give this a 8. It's just too iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though there is the rust and it gives you the little bit of scaredness. Like, it's not much to get me too scared. Like, yeah, it's enough to get me startled. That's all.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, this is probably the most interesting thing that we would usually do here at times. So, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Even though it's kind of basic, there's only 4 swings. This is still our most used thing so far at the park because it's actually not too bad. But
and then,
yeah,
and that includes all of them.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna see if I can try and swing the highest as I can with camera.
And wow, and swing.
Now here we go, guys. Let's see how high I could swing.
And it's already starting to get a little high.
Yeah. Let's go a little higher, you know. We're going hard, guys. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the, you know, the video, because yeah, I think this park right here for part 1 wasn't too bad. In total, I gotta give this a rating out of 10, like a 7.5.
I gotta give it an 8. Besides, this is the school I'm going to right now, and I'm gonna leave and go to high school quicker than this little mother.
No. Anyways, I don't know what this guy is saying, this little M, but anyways, that's gonna be the whole video for today. And I'll see you guys in the next video on Jay with His Vlogs. Goodbye, y'all.